We're in a moment of technological acceleration unlike anything the world has seen before. 5 years from now, life will look radically different, and the shift is already underway. I'm Rachel Wilkins, and this is The Good News Is, a show about what's next and how to meet it with curiosity. Each week, I'll talk with the thinkers and builders that are shaping the future, from the evolution of money to digital land, on-chain fashion, and even space travel. Let's get into it. All right, we have a treat today because we have Sébastien Borget, who is the co-founder. He's a man of many titles, actually. So, Sandbox COO and also co-founder, but many other titles as well. So, why don't you tell us some of the amazing things that you've been doing?
I'm mainly the co-founder and CEO of The Sandbox, and that's my main occupation. Sandbox, if you don't know, it's a decentralized virtual world where anyone can become a creator, make their own content with blockchain NFT, and truly own it and monetize it. But also, I'm the president of the Blockchain Game Alliance, an association that now counts over 600 members. Our main mission is to educate about blockchain within the gaming industry and showcase what the members are doing. And I'm as well the co-founder of the Artverse. It's a digital art gallery in Paris, in the third arrondissement, the Marais. I think you've been there.
I sure have.
So we're trying to be this new cultural hub, and we bring like Web3, tech, AI, art, fashion, all those different places and field of entertainment and culture. So the communities come and we can support artists and showcase their work.
It's incredible. And I was here last year and just seeing the development and how art versus just kind of exploded. It's been like really the cultural hub for side events this week in Paris. It's
Absolutely, to my great surprise, we had an event with Super Rare. Today we had Pizza DAO. Tonight we have Alien Queen and her solo exhibition. And well, that's for me. I'm feel so happy that at NFT Paris the space is so crowded and everyone from all around the world is coming and see it and connect there. Like that's just
it's
like
special location. It had
yeah.
some really good energy. So this show particularly, it's called The Good News Is, because one of the things that we are trying to do is break out of the circles that we find ourselves talking in crypto Twitter and all that, those kind of conversations, and break into, mass market conversations and address some of the fear, uncertainty, and doubt that people have about new technology, right? Emerging technology. And I think I've been excited to sit down with you because one of the conversations that I had last year was with my father-in-law. And I was trying to explain metaverses to him and digital land and how it worked. And he's an attorney, and he could not wrap his mind around the idea that you could have digital ownership of a piece of virtual land.
Interesting.
And so I would love for you to just give like the TLDR of like what is Sandbox? Like what is the product?
All right. Well, Sandbox, it's really a decentralized virtual world platform. Anyone can make content using our no-code creation tool. We have a 3D editor called VoxEdit. I'm the no-code game maker. People make experiences which can be games, but more like concerts, virtual shows, museum, and more. And they publish it on the virtual land. Virtual land is just a digital space where people can access your experiences with an avatar. And that digital land is scarce. It's on the map, a finite map of 166, 464 land. There will be never, ever any more. It cannot be expanded infinitely. So land has value because of the scarcity, because of the location with the different neighbors, because of the visibility it can have from like the top brand, the cool experiences that are your neighbors. And location matters in this metaverse. Beside that, at Sandbox, we have all the we're really known for the creators, for the brands we bring. So we've collaborated with celebrities like Snoop Dogg, Warner Music, Ubisoft, Gucci, Terminator, Time Magazine.
We do this show in partnership with
Sorry.
Time. So yep.
Great. Attack on Titan recently. So we have a very global footprint with brands from Japan, from Korea, or global US franchises that are present. And we bring together those creators and those brands that for the first time they can make anything they like with the no-code tool, bring to life their imagination. Also, how do you explore the metaverse? You need an avatar. The avatar is your digital identity. So it's this character that you can choose use as your identity, and you keep that avatar, you keep that identity across all those different experiences or games that you explore. That's the exciting part.
So I think just from kind of a lay person, like again, trying to understand this, like what are some examples of how people are utilizing their land that you're seeing that you're really excited by?
So we're seeing like a great range of use cases, like from just people who want to make a fun casual game, platformer, runner, but we are seeing people that are top brand, cultural institution as well. So we launched an experience with the British Museum, for example. We have a lot of like DJ and music artists who are using the metaverse to engage their fan and to give life to their creative space, like turning just what is like an album cover or some like photo shot that they provide usually into like a whole universe that they can connect with their fan. So we have collaboration with like Blondish or Agoria as a DJ. We did Steve Aoki as well in the past, Tiesto, Galantis, and many, many others that now I remember. Very inspiring and combining a music experience to like exploring a virtual world, collecting the avatar or the equipment or the different content created by those artists and playing the game that I always wanted to make. It's kind of like getting you closer to them. That's really what people enjoy a lot. And then we have like also very fun collaboration like Rabbits, for example, from Ubisoft, Care Bear, Smurf, very cartoony or I would say generally entertainment brand that you can find. And what it's really becoming Sandbox is this unique place where you have those different brand and over 60 different collection of avatars that comes together and you are literally running across. You meet a Snoop Dogg next to a Smurf, next to a Care Bear, next to like a soldier from Attack on Titan. And it's very like diverse and unique space that feels it's kind of like a Disneyland theme park, except it's not just like a Disney character. It's like just any brand, the franchise.
It seems like you are very thoughtful and it matters to you about the experiences.
Yes.
Just observing, like, observing you for the last kind of year or so since speaking at your location here in Paris, like, what you're doing in the IRL space with Arcos, very thoughtful. What you're building in Sandbox, incredibly thoughtful. What was it that happened kind of in your coming of age that made you really centered and focused on delivering people these kind of experiences?
Well, I think like metaverse, it's a concept, it's a technology at the end of the day. And if you only think it from the technology angle, it's going to be very hard to appreciate and understand. So we've been focused as well on bringing the content, bringing the ecosystem together to that technology. So much more tangible to many people. Like saying like I'm entering the metaverse thanks to Snoop Dogg exploring his virtual concert and playing with his avatar. That makes much more sense. And I'm trying to show like reality is actually a sum of like the physical world and the virtual world. The time we spend in virtual world, the connection we have when we play with other competing and socializing, the friendship and the memories we make, they are as real as in the real world. And so we build this brand Sandbox in the way that we're connecting both like physical experiences, people coming here at NFT Paris, visiting our booth, having those characters, NFT, voxel characters, pretty, taking photo with them, or attending our party. We were the official sponsor, having 1,000 people brought together next to one of the DJs that's Agoria that performed, and he also have his avatar collection they were playing on screen. That's kind of for me like the vision of metaverse, and like you said, like experiential. Like you onboard people who are not yet in the technology. They don't understand. Maybe they don't have yet a land, or they don't have sand, the token of our platform, or any avatars. But they already find Sandbox cool in a way. They enjoy it. So they get curious. They say, maybe I want to learn a little bit more. I want to enter this world. I started from the physical experience. All my friends talked about it. Now I want to get into the virtual world and see and try. We've done that with Sandbox. I try to apply the same principle with digital art. Like the world of NFT art, crypto art, digital art collecting did really boom when people sold for 69 million that work of 500 days of works. And it went boom. It launched the NFT market craze in 2021. So and now, like I would say, the NFT art and collectible NFT market has shrinked a little bit. People are focusing more on NFTs that have like real utilities, like avatars, game items, and so on. Yet, if you want to keep like supporting the artist, the creator, because there's amazing talents in this space, you do have to collect, you do have to provide a space for people to discover new people, because you cannot only rely on those previous whales and NFT collectors from 2021 and thereafter. That's why I focus at Artverse on creating a space that brings both physical and digital. Digital artists can actually make their first physical installation. We are in a Marais to Paris. For those who don't know, the third arrondissement in Paris, it's the space where there's the most art galleries, and it's very cultural. So normal people, when they walk the streets, they actually see the digital art gallery. They are curious. We try to appeal to a broader audience of traditional collector or just like anyone coming by, being attracted by this and want to have a chat, a conversation, and start collecting. So this is really the idea. And when you say we are thoughtful as well, I like to always to be to how you say it, like basically you cannot say you're in Web3, you're in Metaverse if you're not collecting yourself NFTs. Like the experience of collecting NFTs, it's quite special. Like once you open your wallet, once you have your first NFT, you start to understand what the meaning of ownership, why it's so special and different from Web2. And at Sandbox, we collected over 10,000 NFTs that we purchased from artists, from creators, from PSP collection, Bored Ape, punks, and so on.
Wow.
That made us really parts of the community and network with each other. And we wanted to display those NFTs first in virtual world, and then at Sandbox offices, and then at Artverse. And I want to feel the same. Like I feel like I cannot be having a digital art gallery and saying like I want to support the artists. I'm not collecting their work myself. So I try to play all the different roles, like as a collector, as a space, like 2021 or 22, which made us very proud. But also those participants, they generated over 1.2 million blockchain transactions. So we actually onboarded them to Web3. And they purchases something like 300,000 NFTs, which shows that we can sell NFTs. Like NFT is not dead, Metaverse is not dead. It's just like being focused, shipping and delivering great user experiences, and keep improving, not just listening the general mind or voices that say, no, there's nothing anymore in this market, there's no collector. We're not going to give up. That's the idea. And so what's happening this year, like now, we still think positive. The momentum is there. Sand Token had a great price movement around the end of the year. So we want to deliver like more season this year. Instead of one season, we're going to ship 3, probably 4 seasons. The next one is coming at, let's say, the end of the quarter or end of March. We'll have a very massive IP brand coming.
Nice.
And by massive, I literally massive.
So we should now try and guess that it might sound like Disney or...
Oh, well, it's something that's like will make you I think everyone loves that, from the youngest to the adult. We will just be super excited about it. And we just shipped yesterday also a new game maker. So again, like every time we ship a game maker, what does that mean? That means like we're opening new possibilities for the creators. They can make more fun game, more multiplayer game, adding social feature, new competitive rules, new victory condition. They will have like faster loading time, better controls, a lot of performance optimization across the board. And we are supporting the creator, not just by giving them better tools, but also encouraging them to create. We're coming with a new builder challenge as well. So it's a program that for 10 weeks will reward the creator who update their existing game or launch new ones. And if whoever there will be a ranking based on like how much traffic you bring. Your game, is it popular or not? And you receive Sand Token as reward. That program last year was very successful. It enabled close to 1,200 or 300 experiences to be launched on the map. So I'm confident this year again it will do well.
Very exciting. So what do you credit with kind of the success of Sandbox so far? Is there a particular thing that you do on your team that you think is like that magic that separates you from the competition?
I think like first, our company culture. Like we're very passionate about our mission. There's something like empowering creator. Like we're always excited to see like we trigger the creativity of people who sometimes they are all first-time creators. They never thought that they would be able to make this kind of content and experiences, and now they see it take life. They see they can even build a community around it, and we abstracted all the complexity of blockchain. Like they never had to write a single line of code or to understand what a smart contract is, to mint a token and to start mint an NFT and start selling with Sand. As well, I think like Sand token has really became much bigger than like the huge token of the Sandbox virtual world. Actually, now it's a top 5 gaming token, the top 100, and then it went as high as top 50 cryptocurrency according to CoinMarketCap. People see it as like an evergreen token now, and people have built a lot of trust in the brand because they saw that we consistently deliver and we keep delivering. Like we're working hard to ship the product to date. We're present in many regions of the world. We are close to our community. The founders are super involved. I'm super involved. Anyone can reach me out at any time. I try to reply in a very reasonable amount of time. We're very transparent on what we are doing, what we are building. We launched the DAO as promised last year. That DAO has already had 17 proposals submitted and voted upon. We have now 12 delegates. The community can meet our team at the event here. We can meet the DAO team as well. And we have regular, I try to share publicly about what's coming, answer the tough question as well from the community. And we try to be supportive to this ecosystem. We really embrace this Web3 ethos. Like we have to succeed together as a community. Network effect works better when we are supporting each other, not trying to compete with each other. I'll be speaking with Decentralized on stage right after. I'm excited to support this one. I'm excited to support other Metaverse projects. I want the avatar of Sandbox to actually be playable anywhere else. So we are very open into sharing those avatars, sharing and doing collaboration and different ways of like onboarding users. At the end of the day, whether people come to Web3 for Sandbox or they come for another killer app, it doesn't matter because we all benefit from the success. One hit game or service growing on the chain will bring millions of new users, and those will go through network effect, explore other games again, etc. So that you said that the name of the podcast is Good News. I try to be always very positive because I'm sure something great is coming this year. We do our part, but the ecosystem is here as well at NFT Paris, so I'm confident about that.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much. It was such a pleasure, and I'm very inspired by you. I think you're one of the, like you said, the most optimistic builders in the space, and I think it's optimists that will build the future. So, congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate you.
Thanks for tuning in to The Good News Is. If you're excited about what's next, make sure to follow the show and visit goodnewsstudio.io for more stories, guests, and ways to stay connected. Until next time, stay curious.